Welcome back with a new lesson, 2.5 power of 10. As an example of it, 10 to power 3. We call this number the base, and we call this number the exponent. To multiply two powers of 10, we add the exponents. So as a rule, if we have 10 to power a times 10 to power b, this is gonna be 10 to power a plus b. Let us see some examples on that. Example 1, 10 to power 3 times 10 to power 5. This is equal to 10, and the power is the sum of 3 plus 5, which is going to be 10 to power 8. Example 2, 10 to power 9 times 10 to power 12. Just put 10 and add the exponents, which is going to be 21. Example 3, 10 to power minus 9 or negative 9 times 10 to power 6. The same rule, 10 and add negative 9 to 6. As we took before in adding signed numbers, this is going to be 10 to power negative 3. Example 4, 10 to power 8 multiplied by 10 to power negative 3. This will give us 10 to power 8 plus negative 3, which is 10 to power 5. Example 5, 10 to power 12 times 10 to power negative 12. It will be 10, and we will add 12 to negative 12. This will give us 10 to power 0. And as a rule, anything to power 0 is equal to 1. But if we divide powers of 10, we should subtract the exponents. For example, 10 to power a divided by 10 to power p, or if we wrote it in this form, the answer is going to be 10 to power a minus b. Let us take some examples. Example 1, 10 to power 6 divided by 10 to power 2. It is equal to 10 to power 6 minus 2, which is equal to 10 to power 4. Example 2, 10 to power 5 divided by 10 to power 3. It is 10 to power 5 minus 3, which is equal to 10 to power 2. Example 3, 10 to power negative 5 divided by 10 to power 5. We will say 10 to power negative 5 minus positive 5. Using the rules of subtraction for signed numbers, you will say 10 negative 5 plus negative 5. This will give us 10 to power negative 10. Example 4, 10 to power 6 divided by 10 to power negative 9 is equal to 10 to power 6 minus negative 9, which is going to be 10 to power 6 plus positive 9, and this is going to be 10 to power 15. Now to raise a power of 10 to a new power, we should multiply both exponents. For example, if we have 10 to power a and it is raised to power p, the answer is going to be 10 to power a times p. Some examples on that. Example 1, 10 to power 4, and all of them raised to power 3. The answer is 10 to power 12. 10 to power negative 5 raised to power 2. This is going to be 10 to power negative 2 times 2, which is negative 10. Example 3, 10 to power 4 raised to power negative 6 is going to be 10 to power negative 24. There is some steps which we can do that make our solutions easier. For example, 10 to a negative power, you can just bring it down with a positive power. Example on that, 10 to power negative 3 can be written as 1 over 10 to power positive 3, or 10 to power negative 11 can be written 1 over 10 to power positive 11. Also, if the power of 10 was in the denominator with a negative power, you can raise it up with a positive power. As an example on that, 1 over 10 to power negative 4 can be written as 10 to power 4, or 1 to power to 10 of the power negative 2 can be written as 10 to power 2. Now let us take some examples performing both operations, multiplication and division. Look at this example here. 10 to power 2 times 10 to power negative 3 divided by 10 to power 4 times 10 to power negative 7. First, let us perform the operation on the numerator. So here we have 10 to power 2 plus negative 3. And the operation down in the denominator, 10 to the power 4 plus negative 7. Up we will have 10 to power negative 1, and down we will have 10 to power negative 3. Apply the rule for division. 10 to power negative 1 minus negative 3. This is equal to 10 to power negative 1 plus positive 3. And as a final answer, we will have 10 to power positive 2. A final example, 10 to power negative 2 times 10 to power 5 over 10 to power 2 times 10 to power negative 5 times 10 to power 8. Let us do the same thing. In the numerator we have 10 to power negative 2 plus 5, which is positive 3. And down we have 10 to power 2 plus negative 5, which is negative 3, plus 8, which is positive 5. So now apply the division rule. 3 minus 5, which is equal to 10 to power negative 2. By this, we reach the end of our lesson. Thank you.